Virtual reality. We've all been excited about it, but it's yet to prove it can live up to the hype, other than the promise of motion sickness. But a team of Aussie devs are trying something new, kitting out a 400 square metre warehouse in Melbourne and combining current VR tech with full body movement.
Well, the idea came at the end of 2012 after the Oculus Rift Kickstarter came out by building out a large tracking system that would allow you to not just sit at your desktop but step into a game and control it with your entire body. It was a really lofty goal. We had a piece of wood with a phone strapped to it and the tracking and put just a car reversing monitor. And it was really cool. It was like, well, this is going to have legs. We actually built it before we'd even used a Rift, which was a big leap of faith at the time. And we just iterated over and over again, small, and then built it up to what you see today.
We first started with just a single player, which was quite easy, and that's where you can do that with essentially sort of consumer-grade equipment. But as we got past sort of 2 and 3 players, it becomes dramatically more complicated.
I guess we're trying to find something that appeals, that's got mass appeal at the moment, and is kind of something that's easily accessible. Like a zombie shooter is a really easy, accessible concept.
What sort of reactions have you seen from people playing this?
It's always been really exciting and people have always enjoyed it. I think it's impossible to explain to people what it's like until they get in it.
Well, you're wearing a backpack, which is essentially just a portable computer. It's battery operated, communicates wirelessly. So it's going to be talking to your headset and headphones, which gives you a view of the virtual world so you can hear and see everything. And then you're carrying a wireless gun as well, which communicating wirelessly, being tracked out in our virtual space. And yeah, that's what creates this virtual world.
Oh, wow. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, fine, you?
Yeah, no, I'm totally cool. I'm not scared at all.
Floating gun.
We go? Yeah, let's do it. On your right. Oh! I got this. We're good. Okay, there was one behind.
We have 128 cameras, essentially, hooked up in our warehouse. They are watching you everywhere you're moving, so they put you into the virtual world. We can create any content we want from there. So we have zombies, other players, we have the walls and environments, anything we want, really.
Oh, I see you. Sneaky zombie.
We were all mad gamers. We're pretty busy now, so we play more of our own games. Scott and Keel had done some online kind of modding of Counter-Strike maps initially, and so there is a bit of that background. But it's almost not a game. It's a game development problem, but it's not a classic game design. It's almost like you're building a theme park ride is what we've kind of come to, because you've got, all right, how do we get people in? How do we get them out? How do we keep them safe? How do we entertain them? It's essentially making a system that is controlling groups of people in a way they don't feel like they're being controlled. Because if you just put them in, I used to put people in a blind alley and just throw zombies at them, which was great for like YouTube viral videos, but it's too much. People running, people screaming, people trying to hide under virtual tables, rolling around on the ground, all sorts of sort of strange behaviour.
We have, there's a bridge component in the game where you have to try and cross this small, thin bridge, which we put in there.
Oh, no.
And that probably elicits the most strongest reaction, which always looks humorous for everyone else because they're actually just standing in a warehouse.
Oh. Oh!
We manage that now by having a full-time game master that has what we call the voice of God. Like when they press V and talk, everything stops, and the only thing you can hear is this voice.
Come on!
To your right, guys.
Oh, thanks.
So they can effectively change the difficulty if they need to. They can fix any problems that occur, things like that.
They're in the office over there. You take the other door. Whoa.
It's also about structuring the game in a way that you don't have a long road terminating into a wall, so people are moving around in a safe way.
Lynn! I missed you!
It's a big part of the system's design was creating these large and sort of expansive environments, but we only have a small space to walk around in. So what we do is when you walk from one end of the warehouse essentially to the other, you reach these markers in the game, and by standing on the markers, we relocate you in the virtual world to a different location, so to spin you around 180 degrees, and that allows you to walk back through that same space in the warehouse, but actually cover new virtual space instead. We can make people travel quite far as a result, The average game that people play at the moment, they'll travel anywhere from about sort of 700 metres to about a kilometre in 45 minutes, so they cover quite a bit of ground.
Boom, behind you. Go, Lynn, go!
Congratulations, guys, you survived the zombie apocalypse.
Yay!
Whew, so that was surviving a virtual apocalypse. And I think the first thing you notice when you're in an experience like this is actually having a physical space to move around. You don't have that nausea that a lot of people feel. Another thing to note is just how exhausting it is. I think we take for granted in games that we're just holding a controller and our character is doing all of the work. Whereas here, you are physically holding a weapon and you are moving around quite actively, that by the end of it, you get really tired, and that actually adds to it as well. On top of all of that, it's terrifying.
Okay.
Unlike playing on a couch where you've got the barrier of a screen, here it's right up in your face, and it does make for a very, very intense experience.
He's quite quick for a guy with an unhealthy BMI.
We want to be rolling out like many of these globally, so you can have people competing in different sites, making larger sites, linking them together, allowing people who are outside the simulation to participate. Because we're only really scratching the surface of what the level of presence and immersion that we offer is capable of.
And obviously, the graphics and rendering every year is going to keep getting better. And as VR headsets are going to get better, we're going to have to keep pushing that sort of hardware boundary.
It sort of feels to me like that. It's almost like a birth of cinema moment. It's a completely new medium and no one knows what to expect, and they see it and they walk away completely gobsmacked.